Hello, squids, kids, and cephalopods of all kinds. Now it's time for Squids with a Mic. Today's theme: which style of clam mochi is better, Inkopolis or Splatlandian? So here's our first guest today. Would you like to voice your opinion?
Yeah, the Splatlandian style is superior.
And what makes you say that?
The Splatlandian style, topped with seasoning and hot sauce. I'm all about spicy foods and seasoning to add flavor to an already beloved delicacy. So with added flavor onto a classic recipe, that's what I'm down for.
I think that mochi is pretty good. You'd prefer to have more clams than mochi?
Yes. Yes.
I think Inkopolis style would be better because mochi is delicious and you don't need too much extra seasoning to make it really taste good.
Okay. Respecting the classics. I can see that.
Though the Splatlandian style is definitely different.
Most definitely.
Would that be very easy to eat? Like 2 clam shells on the outside?
Nope. It wouldn't be.
How would you eat either of them? Do you think they take the shells off?
I have to take a moment to think about this. Let's see. I'm viewing the sunken scroll details, and I notice there's drawings in the corner of the sunken scroll description, and they do show that it looks like there's 2 varieties. It's hard because you see 2 different angles. On one angle, you see that the mochi is in the clam, and it's more of like the top shell of a clam and a bottom shell of a clam. Whereas the Inkopolis style has the mochi wrap around it, and the mochi has an impressionable clam shape. So there is a clam shape with both of them, holding them intact, and I'm noticing that. So now, with added context, it seems the mochi has a putty clay kind of texture and vibe, whereas the clay is hard and surfaceable. So this allows the Splatland style to be easier to handle, since you can grip the clams very easily and munch on it like a simple snack out of a chip bag or something like that. Just easy to grip. Whereas the Inkopolis style, you'd have to grab around the mochi itself, and if you apply too much pressure accidentally, you'd be compromising the texture and vibe of the mochi.
That is a pretty good point, but it still raises the question, do inklings just have really strong jaws to break through the shells?
They probably do. Yeah. I mean, they do have fangs, right? So with the fang could puncture the clam to at least get some traction, and then after it's punctured, you can get rid of its integrity and eat it as a whole. So not only are you eating the inside of the clam, of course, but you're eating the clam like it's its own crunchy potato chip. And of course, it would be basically like a potato chip, because inklings and octolings have fangs. So their more powerful teeth allows them to chew into higher and more dense objects, similar to rats of the human world being able to use their buck teeth, for lack of a better word, to chew through any kind of material.
Now let's say this from a human point of view. Which one do you think would be better for us to try to eat?
For humans?
Yeah.
Great question. I was about to say neither, because both still have a hard shell. But if one would be easier, it's going to be the Splatlandian style once again, because instead of eating it from the top down, like a sandwich, you'd be eating it from the side. So you'd rotate 90 degrees, and you'd be eating on the inside and leave the hard shell of the clam behind, whereas all the good stuff on the inside, so the insides of the clam and the mochi as a whole, will all be thoroughly enjoyed. You do sacrifice the quality of the Splatlandians adding seasoning and hot sauce. For sure, that is sacrificed. Maybe you could lick the lids of the clam. I don't know. Maybe it'd look weird to an observer, but practically speaking, you just eat the inside and leave the shell, which is not too far off from a human eating any other crustacean, or seafood for that matter.
So do you still have the same final decision? You prefer Splatlandian?
100% Splatlandian, simultaneously of the practicality for humans, and for the added taste and style that the Splatlands introduced to its culture. 100%.
Well, thank you for joining in on this topic. I would be able to go a bit longer if there was someone else here, but I don't know if anyone else is going to join.
Maybe it can be brought up at some other point, with more people, potentially. But for now, my case is definitive. You can only argue with yourself for so long, right?
How about I pretend there's someone else here? I think Kohozuna would be the better choice because he can do more attacks in less time. You can say that all you want, but I think Ouroboros would be the better choice because he can actually attack the tower without getting all glitched. Yeah, I guess that's the end of this episode unless someone else joins at the last second. And if anyone listening wants to voice their opinion, you can write it in the comment section, and I will be here every Friday around 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I think that's the end of that. Thank you for joining.
That was awesome. Thank you for introducing this fascinating concept with me.